Hey folks, today is April the 27th. It's currently 12:45 in the afternoon. We're going to go ahead and do our GPS Forex Robot final weekly update review. Just based on the results that I've been seeing, I decided to go ahead and cut our 8-week test short, and we'll do 7 weeks instead, this week being the 7th week. As you guys can see here, we had 2 more winning trades. And one of the main reasons why I decided to cut it short is just because the system has just been consistent with its winning trades on a weekly basis. And I want to go ahead and jump into the other settings so that we can see how that does as well. In this review, I'm also going to be using a different recording software. And the main reason is because I want to see if I can start putting out 1080p quality videos instead of just the 720 that you guys have been seeing in the past. So hopefully when you see this video, you'll be able to switch the quality to 1080p. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's go ahead and come back over here. Only bad thing about this recording software is that it doesn't have a pause button. So I will be jumping back and forth, checking my notes and everything every few minutes or so here. All right, but overall, system has proven very consistent. You know, like I said, it's only been 7 weeks of testing because of how well it's basically been doing. And I have been using pretty small lot sizes, actually lower than what they recommend. As you can see, 0.80. They typically recommend, I believe it's 1 lot per 10,000, and I'm actually a little bit lower than that at 0.80. And we've been doing pretty consistently well here. And obviously you guys can raise or lower the lot size to your preference here. So definitely can give GPS Forex Robot 2 thumbs up with the out of the box settings, which is what you guys have seen here. And as always, if you want to see what my settings are, don't hesitate to just send me an email or contact me after you purchase the software, and I'll send you a screenshot of exactly what my settings look like. All right, so at this point right now, it looks like we're doing between $30 and $35 per week, which isn't bad, but it wouldn't take much to get this up to about $100 per week, which is $400 per month. And for most people, that might not sound like a lot of money, but when I think about that, I think about that being, you know, a utility bill, or that being, you know, somebody's car payment. You know, I think about these things in that way. So for me, I would see this as a very good method of, you know, taking care of some of your bills at the end of the month without a lot of headache. You know, you guys have seen that this has been extremely consistent. And at this point, we've taken no losses. Now, obviously, when we switch over to the other settings, we may get losses over the next 4 weeks, because those are basically, we're taking more trades. So the opportunity for a loss to pop up obviously is going to increase as well. All right, so I think that's everything I wanted to touch on with the current settings. It wasn't a lot to go on. This one doesn't trade very often with these settings, just once or twice per week. But like I said, it is extremely consistent with the settings that we have here. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the other people's results. And I think this is, pretty sure this is video number 7. Let's just double check that real quick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this video is going to make 7. All right, so we just sawed off basically 1 week so that we can get a jump start on the other stuff here. All right, let's take a look and see what happened with the aggressive settings this week. All right, so it looks like he took trades on the 24th, the 26th, and the 27th of this week. So it looks like Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, $9.99, $3.51, $918. Not as much as he made last week, obviously, but definitely still a nice profit here. And again, this is the account where the individual started with $4,700 and is currently at $343,023. And I'm pretty sure he's using the advanced settings where you have to actually change it, the aggressive settings. And that's why he's able to take more than 1 or 2 trades per week. Some weeks he gets 5 trades, other weeks he gets 3, so it kind of just varies. And I've also noticed with some of these accounts, they don't get trades in a week, and we have to take into account the fact that some of these individuals that you'll see on the website, they might just be turning off the expert advisor. You know, if somebody goes on a vacation, they have this set up, I doubt they're going to want to just leave this running for, you know, a week or 2 while they're away. I know I wouldn't. Personally, I'd like to be there so that way I can monitor everything as it's happening with the trading. So if somebody misses a week or 2, it's entirely possible that they simply turned it off because they had something going on that week or what have you. But that's just something to keep in mind as you look at some of the other MyFX book accounts affiliated with this particular expert advisor. All right, let me see what I have next on my list here that I want to touch on. All right. I already talked about that. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into what I'm going to be doing starting next week. All right, so basically this is the review page. Right now, you can see these 2 charts right here are for the slow settings. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video right here directly beneath this, or actually I might put it above it, and it'll just say something along the lines of slow setting final review. And then there'll be a line going across, and then I'll have another set of charts directly beneath this, and it's going to be for the new settings, the fast settings. What that's going to be is I'm going to set up a $50,000 sim account with my new MyFX book link, or with new MyFX book charts, and that'll be down here. And that's going to be trading 5 lots. Remember, 1 lot per $10,000 in the account. Let me pull this back up here. So that's pretty much what we're going to look at doing going forward here. So the next update is going to be with the $50,000 account with the fast settings. And let me see here. The first weekly update review is going to be on the 4th. And then we'll go basically 4 weeks and then just do another final update to see how the fast settings performed for us. I also wanted to mention that if we only set it up, or if you choose to only set it up on the Euro USD pair, you'll get 3 to 5 trades per week for that pair. But if you choose to set it up on the Euro GBP, GBP USD, and the USD Swiss franc, you're going to get 3 to 5 trades per week per currency pair. Okay, so in other words, 5, 10, 15, 20 trades per week at most. So that's kind of what we're looking at with this. Haven't decided yet. I think I might go ahead and just set it up on each currency pair. And if there's one pair that doesn't do as well, at least we'll be able to, you know, distinguish that during the 4 weeks. So that way you guys can decide if your USD is pretty consistent and makes good profits, but some of the other pairs don't. We can do what that gentleman did over here, and we can choose to focus on Euro USD, which a lot of the individuals that have these MyFX book accounts set up have done. You can see all of his trades are Euro USD. There's another account where the individuals traded on the other currency pairs and then stopped and switched it over to just being set up on Euro USD. So we'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and set it up, like I said, to trade on all 4 pairs. And that way you guys can at least get an idea of which pairs trade the best. And we'll just go from there. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to touch on. Hopefully this video will come out, like I said, and with a 1080p quality option. And we'll just have to be patient and see. Let me make sure that's everything I wanted to touch on. All right, I think that's pretty much it. But like I said, with the slow settings, I definitely do recommend the out-of-the-box settings, which is the slow settings. You know, it's consistent weekly profits. And I know a lot of people are interested in that. All right, hope you guys have a great weekend. And I will see you next week starting on the 4th with the next weekly update review. Take care, folks.